Hey everybody, it's Kelly, and today I am going to do a no photo layout. So today I will be using the Doodlebug Soap Honey collection, which is actually a Valentine's Day collection, but there's lots of, especially the B-sides of the paper, there's lots of non-Valentine's Day layouts you can do with this because neither one of these two would you look at and say it's a Valentine's Day layout. So the plaid paper there that I just cut to create a border is from the Doodlebug Soap Honey line, and it's the Gummy a Kiss paper, and I cut off an inch from both sides of the paper so that there's a 1/2 inch reveal, border reveal. And now I use a platform trimmer that I can't lift the arm on, so I have to use this little extra trimmer when I am cutting a border, I guess would be. I love my Caterpillar Pro trimmer, but this is one thing it does not do. So I'm just cutting my frame. I think I cut at about a 10.5 inch mark there, so that it's at the 10.5 inch mark, which to give myself some room to attach that plaid paper to the frame. And for those of you who have not seen me do this before, because I have quite a few new subscribers, the easiest way to attach the top piece to the frame is to just put it on your adhesive on one side first. Otherwise, you can buckle the paper pretty easily, and then you just kind of stabilize your paper, and it makes for getting an even border around your top paper there a lot easier than if you tried to do it the other way. All right, so now I'm kind of looking at perhaps journaling cards here, and I have some 4x6 cards. I'm not really loving these though because I don't like the stripes so much. So now I'm going to go to some 3x4 cards and see if I can find those. I didn't like the orange on the one. I do like this one because it has the teal and the yellow, and there's teal in the stripes, and then I'm trying to bring out the yellow in the top of that card so it kind of relates the embellishment back to the journaling card and the clusters that are going to happen. In the meantime, I did grab that Bella Boulevard Gratitude card. I thought that bright yellow card drew too much attention to the card, but I'm back here again with that love card because I like the combination of the two. It was anything that was fully yellow drew your eye away from the card, which is the main point. Just like your photo is the main point, the card is the focal point of this layout. All right, so that gratitude, by the way, is an acrylic word from Bella Boulevard. And that will be my title. And then I'm bringing in these Doodle Pops here, and that is the Doodlebug Doodle Pops, the Milk and Cookie, and it actually does go with that Soap Honey collection. I was going to use it for something else, but for cookie baking, and I actually did the layout, forgot about it. So I've been waiting to use this on something, and I love how this works back to the card here. All right, and I'm using my ATG here because I find that if I use wet adhesive, those words can pop off. And I accidentally stuck that glass to my layout there. All right, then the glass there, I decided that it was too far away from the title there, and I also wanted the cookies to be a little bit closer together. So that's what I did. I just moved that all down so it's a little bit more related to the title, and then I'm just adding some foam tape behind because these are layered. So they need another layer behind them. All right. Okay, just adding a little bit more in, and then I realized that the foam tape was showing a little bit more, so I had to kind of move it a little bit. It was showing beyond the border of that cookie. Okay, now I'm going to just put that down, and I can't fully open the card, and I want to do that because my 5-year-old grandson actually wrote all 3 of the kids' names in there, which is pretty cool. So I wanted to save his handwriting. All right, those enamel hearts there go with the milk and cookie doodle pops there. So now I'm looking at my Chamel sticker book because I'm thinking I want to add something between the card and the top left corner of that, the top left corner of the card. In the meantime, I'm kind of looking to see if there's anything else I can add to bring in maybe some more yellow into the clusters. But I didn't like the square there. It covered up the love too much. So I'm just going to go through the book and look and see what's available here. And I knew the colors kind of worked. The other thing is that I think there's too much space on the top right above the journaling card. So I'm going to figure that out as well as I'm looking through this. That's in my mind as well. And that tag just seemed to be too much yellow, and it was too close to the top of the yellow card. I thought I could use the yellow on the right side by the cookies and milk. And then here's what I think will work really nicely to take up some of that extra space so it doesn't look like there's trapped white space or trapped space there. That again is from the Chamel hashtag sticker book. So I found that one, and then I found this yellow one, and so that's getting a little bit of the yellow into the cluster. You're going to laugh by the time this is done about how much of that is showing. And I'm sorry for those of you who don't like previews, but it is what it is. I'm spending a whole bunch of time figuring this out. It is a little hard. I didn't put these on wax paper. It might have helped if I did that, but maybe not. Okay, and then I found this pink sticker, and I like how that relates back to the cookie jar. And then there was another pink sticker with a popsicle on it, but of course the popsicle doesn't work. But if I hide the popsicle and you just basically see the pink, I think you can see kind of a little bit of line of the darker pink behind the cookies if you look at the right angle, but you can't tell it's a popsicle, so no big deal. So now I get a little more pink down in that cluster. So there is another color from the card down in the right cluster, even though it's not the yellow I had originally intended. And then I just happened to see this picture or this sticker phrase that says, "Oh, so cool." And that bright pink goes back to the paper and the card. So I think this is pretty cool. I think it's cool that I got this card from them and that my grandson wrote in it. So I'm going to add that in, and I'm thinking about adding maybe these little phrase stickers in there, but I wasn't finding a place right there that I really liked how it looked. Thought about there, but then it says, "Oh, so cool, love," which not loving that. All right, then I found this banner, and I think that does a nice job of kind of visually taking up some of that weight of that open space up there. And then on top of that banner, that little love sticker works really well. And I liked the love sticker because it has brown in it. And the cookies are brown on the doodle pops and then also on the card, but there was no other brown on the layout. So I thought that would be nice to just pull some brown up there as well. So that's what I ended up doing, and I know I can put a little bit of journaling, like the date is what ends up going up there. All right, now I am thinking about adding, actually, I was thinking about adding in these enamel hearts, but I'm going to wait because I thought I saw a phrase sticker I liked. And I put these are actually from Bella Boulevard as well, or Illustrated Faith, one of the two, which is Bella Boulevard. I think they're actually Illustrated Faith by Bella Boulevard. And I thought about doing like one in like each sort of area there, but the more I looked at them, the less I liked them. They felt distracting to me. So I pulled them back off. I left the one up there, but then I remembered I had these lollipops from Queen & Company, and they're the Queen & Company lollies in green. They're a better match for the green and the pattern paper. The hearts were a little bit more olivey than I really wanted them to be. So I am going to pull those off. All right, and there they are. Here's the still shots and a couple of detail shots. Hope you guys are all well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye!